Hey, before we get into the video, I just want to apologize for some of the parts in the video being staticky. I dropped my tablet and damaged the speaker, so when I record on a high volume, it's staticky in some places, and I don't realize it until I'm editing, so sorry. I'll let you get into the video. Enjoy. Hey y'all, we're back with Victoria. I mentioned in my last video that I had spoke about Victoria in my first two videos, I think it was, and I actually stuck up for her. I had found her from watching Lisa, right? Like some of her videos would be recommended, and I didn't know much about her at the time. What I knew, or what I thought I knew, was that she was in recovery and that people were using her past against her and all the things, right? And being in recovery, I was like, oh, I totally get that. But the lives that I seen about Victoria, she was talking about Lisa. But I say that to say, it's really easy to believe one side of the story when you're just watching one person. So I understand when somebody finds someone and they, believe their story and back them or whatever the case is. That's why I feel like these channels are so important, because they have actual proof. There'll be receipts, and you can actually do your digging, right? And if I wouldn't have went around and actually looked into it once I kind of picked up on some things, I wouldn't have known, right? But that's the thing. That's why not just me, but everybody is always telling everybody to do your research. Now, I wasn't covering Victoria. She wasn't somebody that I watched on a daily basis. So I wasn't really that, I didn't really care until I found out how big of a shitty person she actually is. Like, I had no idea. Like, there's shitty and a piece of shit, and then there's Victoria. So there are some videos that I want to go over that was in Villain's Deep Dive. I've never seen any of these videos, and I was just like disgusted watching a lot of them. Just couldn't even, I had an idea, but this behavior is just, I mean, we watch Lisa and think it's crazy, but Lisa's very in your face, very, we know what we're gonna get, right? And it's like Groundhog Day every single day, and she's not quiet about who she is and what she wants and what she's doing. And Victoria, I feel like, is a lot more sneakier. And like there's a video that I'm gonna play where she does this like nice girl like talk, and that's scary. You know what I'm saying? It's because it's fake, it's not real, and she does it on purpose. People like Victoria are dangerous, and those are the type of people you have to look out for. So let's just get into this. We're gonna start with this video where she says something completely inappropriate, and this is the video that made me want to be like, okay, we're gonna go over a couple of these, because after this one, it was just like another one, and I was like, I got something to say, like always, I got a big mouth. So, all right, let's go.
Babe, you're giving them the attention that they did not get from their mommy. Can we please put them in their account? Oh no, we're not. We're not giving them any more love. They're already getting the little interaction that they need because their mommies didn't love them enough, or maybe their uncle loved them a little bit too much. No. I know that was dark, but sorry, not sorry. Okay, I'm glad that my friends have the same humor as me.
I think it's fucking wild, Victoria, that you would call something like that humor. I understand dark humor. That's not it. That's not it. SA will never be funny in a joke. It never. When I seen this, The level of disgust I had for Victoria went up 1,000. I'm sorry, but when you say things like that, and I don't give a shit if you were in your addiction, when you say things like that, I don't think you understand how many people get triggered by that. On top of, if you think about it, you're talking about children's trauma. That's what you're talking about. Because even though you're like, oh, dark humor, you're talking about the past. So all them adults that you're talking to, that would have happened when they were children. Do you not get that? You're fucking disgusting. And you know what? You deserve everything you get.
And what I was saying about my ex-husband, at Thanksgiving one year, we were sitting at a table of the children because we were still basically the kids. And my ex-husband told his male cousins not to look at me. I may get pregnant. I shit you not. Yep. Said that I could get, they were going to get me pregnant.
Yeah.
I don't know why Victoria does this, but a lot of times she tries to take one thing that is not sexual in nature in any way, shape, or form, and she twists it to somehow being sexual in nature. I said it before and I will say it again. Your inflated sense of self is truly astounding. Typical.
So I'm so glad that Villain said something, because when I watched that, I was just like, what? I was confused, right? Because I didn't take that as like a sexual in nature type of thing. She had that smart ass smirk on her face, like, yeah, could you believe it? And I'm thinking like, well, okay, is there like a punch? Like, are you gonna say something next? I didn't. And then once Villain popped up and gave her commentary, I was like, oh, she's a fucking idiot. Like, it's a joke. It's a joke. There's this guy I used to work with. He had 11 kids, right? And the bosses used to always say, don't look at her for too long. You might get her pregnant. And we would laugh about it. It's just a joke. It was nothing sexual about it. It's funny. He has 1 million kids that, by the way, he takes care of every single one of them. He is a great father. But besides the point, it's a joke. I don't know how you, and her reaction, her face to it was like, like, can you believe it? There's nothing to believe. It was supposed to be funny. Strange that you didn't get that, especially when you just tried to do a joke about SA. Weird, huh?
Narcissist quality.
Right. I had an uncle just like you.
Perfect.
Part 2. Someone asked, how many babies have I lost? This is my 15th pregnancy, and 6 of those were live births. But our little man is doing great.
Now, I left that part in just to show you how the what I was talking about earlier, how she does that, like, innocent little... First of all, you could tell this is all fake as hell. It's like it's like an axe for TikTok. It reminds me of all those other TikToks and reels of the parents that are, giving commentary, whether like cleaning their house or, doing something. It's just not it for me.
Lose your teeth in pregnancy?
Girl. Pregnancy. So you're trying to say that you lost your teeth because you were pregnant 18, 15, 20, 100 times, right? Victoria, you need to do some research. You don't just get pregnant and all of a sudden your teeth is bad. You have to go through the whole pregnancy. It starts to deteriorate through your pregnancy. You build up bacteria and shit in your mouth. Your hormones are all fucked up. So if you have 7 kids, like I know a bunch of people with more kids than that, and they have a whole set of teeth in their mouth. I mean, I don't know why you would use this as an excuse. If you lost your teeth because you just don't brush your fucking teeth, use a different excuse. Oh, it's the genes. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like something different. You used to eat a lot of sweets, drink a lot of pop. There's so many different things that you could say why you lost your teeth. I don't know why you would blame it on pregnancy when it's a quick Google search. You feel what I'm saying?
But we're not supposed to hold each other accountable, right?
I just left that part in to be a dick.
Oh, look, you're a whole girl boy.
Oh.
And I said that because most men that I know would not ever address a woman about their looks, because that's just not what the kind of men I consider men do.
Yeah, they probably don't if you groom them not to. It's real easy to mold somebody into what you want them to be when they're a child, when you get with them, right? I mean, I'm just being honest.
Because that ain't a man to me. A man would have put his fucking big boy boots on and taken his fucking children out of the system for 3 years, ma'am.
No, there's no tap. There's no tap. It has to, I have to, yeah, the chip is messed up.
Yeah, your chip is messed up.
But if you didn't decline it, I could have done it 3 times. Is what it lets me do. Do it 1, 2, 3. And then I should be able to swipe it.
No swiping this one card.
Do what?
No, this time. Swiping and 3 times not working this one.
So what do I need to do?
No working. Your chip.
How in the fucking hell? People are stupid as fuck, dude. I can't fucking stand it. You chip no work, you can't use. Run out of fucking gas going down the goddamn road, I guess. God, people are stupid.
Bitch. People are fucking stupid, but yet you're out here with a card with a chip that don't work, that you gotta swipe 3 times, inconveniencing everybody. Because you don't want to get a new card, but everybody else is stupid. Well, you know what he does understand, Victoria? A fucking job. I'm sure he understands his cash register. He probably can't understand why you came in trying to use a card that the chip doesn't even work properly. He's probably looking at you like you're the dumbass. I mean, this is it. I don't understand people like this. I don't understand this mentality of your dumb behavior, your dumb actions, you not being responsible enough to get a new card, and then being mad because this man don't want to have to deal with you and swiping your card 3 times. He probably don't deal with that. You know why, Victoria? Because he deals with fucking adults. That's why. So this pissed me off because this type of mentality is like a child. That's what I think when I watch things like this. Victoria, you're a child. What's the matter? You didn't want to get a new card? Why? You didn't want to have to wait? You didn't want to have to wait to get the card because you didn't want to have to wait when somebody sends you money? Is that what it was?
Girl, just another fucking example that the things out of your mouth are on the inside, babe.
Fucking hate it. See if I can use it out here since dumbass doesn't know how to work his own damn register. Currently indoor payment only. I can't pay. God damn. I swear to God. They don't. Like, I'm not against whatever, but fucking if you gotta deal with the public, please, for the love of Pete, understand the normal language.
Victoria, you don't need to know a lot of English to swipe a fucking card. He knows his fucking register. He just doesn't know why somebody would come in and be as ignorant as you. And then you're going to blame it. I know you need to know. What? This is the type of stuff people are talking about. Is something so small as getting a new card. Something so small where you're getting mad at this guy for your unresponsible ass. Like, this is this is crazy. I don't know how you even do life. Maybe it's better that you do just stay up in the house and don't be around anybody, because it's like anything that happens, it's everybody else's fault. How do you live like that?
Are you not making a statement saying that you were wrong? That you know, I got you, baby. Thank you. Yeah. Again, like I've already said in the other videos that I made about this, these are pictures that I sent to a friend.
Are you sure about that? Those are pictures that you sent a friend, and that friend posted them on Reddit? Because from where I'm sitting, I know who posted that post, and they were not your friend, nor were they pictures that you sent to people. Absolutely not. You're a liar. That's the pattern here. These were the pictures that were posted with that Reddit post. Original posts. Jeez, Victoria. Weird. This is just the demolition process.
Why is there so much shit?
Mess that was left behind. And that is when it was pulled. Is this the structure where they allegedly made meth, Victoria? Just wondering.
But anyway, let's just onward. This is a picture of my grandma's house and what it looked like after she had already been deceased for quite some time.
Victoria, do you have a big family? Why was nobody keeping it up? Because it just looks like, honestly, it doesn't even look like anybody moved out. It looked like they just got up and left. That's what it looked like. There was so much shit there. Why was nobody taking care of it? You know you have neighbors, right?
I had to report all of it to this Reddit page about me.
You know when you're crying, you gotta produce tears to make it believable. You got the red face down. You got like you look like you're about to cry, but do you have feelings, Victoria? Like, do you feel emotions, or do you just copy emotions that you think should fit whatever story you're telling? I'm just wondering.
If they are that bad of a person, if we can all 1,000,000% see that with our own eyes, hear that with our own ears, why are there still people out there, like the one person that said that she stole their credit card information and stole their money off their card? That was a lie. It was found out that it was a lie. But if we already know all these horrible things about them that makes it bad enough, why do people have to try to make it worse? That's what I don't understand.
You know, Victoria, you're really good at pointing out other people's lies, pointing out other people being shitty. So it's kind of hard to figure out, or hard to understand why you don't understand yours. Everybody else does.
I can speak for myself in some of this stuff. When these people finally say, okay, I fucked up, I'm trying my best to do right, and they start doing, a lot of things right, again, speaking for myself, people won't let them get out of that past.
No, that's where you're wrong. It's not people won't let them. It's you that won't let yourself. Because you can say you're doing good. You can say you're sober. You can say you've changed. But, it's like that saying, talk is cheap, right? You have to actually show it. I mean, I can come on here and say, I do this and that and this. But you don't know unless you see the improvement, you see the changes. Nobody is seeing that with you, though. It's the same thing. If you're still the exact same way as you were in your addiction, except for now you're not nodding off, then there's no change. And it's crazy that you think that sobriety is just not taking your DOC. And I don't know, what is change for you, Victoria? Like, what is your definition of change? What is your definition of recovery? Because it seems to be a little bit different than mine or other people in recovery.
Part of the community, so I mean, whatever may be completely fucking wrong, but when I see people that are like, I'm a recovering person, and then they turn around and they talk one major shit about somebody who is clearly active in the things, but the person that says they're in recovery is talking some mad shit about the other person. Like, if you've been there before, you know what it's like. Why, instead of talking shit about them and being just open and out in the, like, you're just out here potentially, in my opinion, potentially making it worse. If you know where that person's at, you know, if you're in recovery, you know how you got on the other side. Why would you want to make it worse instead of trying to help make it better?
But it's not clear, Victoria. It's not clear. And you can say you're in recovery, but it's not clear to us. And yes, we all do fuck up. We do shitty things. But that's why accountability and honesty is important in your recovery. You're recovering from your addiction. So these are the things you have to do to better you and yourself and the people that you hurt around you. And the people who are watching you, most of us are recovering addicts. So we know the steps. We know what it takes. So when we see somebody like you who gets on here and, says all the things, but we don't see improvement, then yes, we're going to have an opinion about it. We're going to say some things about it because we've done the work or doing the work. And nobody can make your recovery worse. Only you can. See, you learn tools in rehab, in groups, with a sponsor. You learn those tools so that way you can prevent a relapse. But you would think you would know these things. You stay away from things that can make you relapse. Period.
To me, it seems like those people would have at least how they got to the other side. I know not everybody is the same. Not everybody can do the same things to get to that point. But essentially, you have some, may not have all of them, may not have all of the answers, but you have some of the answers. But yet you seem like you're not willing to try to help out with those answers.
Nope, you're not willing to listen.
Yeah, what answers are you looking for? Huh? You're trying to figure out why people are saying the things that they say and all of the things. Is that what's going? You know what? You got fucking questions. Get a sponsor. You got questions about recovery. Go to some meetings. Why don't you do that? Because no matter what anybody says, and I know you watch people's videos, no matter what anybody says, it goes right over your head. In one ear and out the other. You don't listen. That's the problem. To be honest with you, you should be taking everybody's advice. You should be listening. And just off of that advice alone would have made you a better person. People are telling you about yourself on a daily basis. And I got nothing. You don't listen. Don't ask questions that you don't want to hear the answers to.
She is looking like a 2-penny fucking hooker.
So now they get me, oh, I got an honorable mention. Yeah, because you're garbage.
That's funny. That's how you end up on other people's channels. Garbage.
So, I will ask one more fucking time, what am I not taking accountability for? Okay, Terry, and guess what? I am so goddamn sorry I was an addict. I guarantee you, any other addict that you see on this app has done that once or twice.
What?
Not only zero accountability, you also deflect.
Victoria, are we gonna do a boss lady here where people start telling you all kinds of things in the comments and you just ignore them, not see them? It doesn't even matter what anybody puts in your comments, Victoria, because your answer is I was in addiction, or you find somebody to blame. That's not taking accountability. It's just not. You can't say, yeah, I did that, but I was in addiction. Yeah, I did that, but this person, that's not accountability.
It's not my problem if they don't see a difference. Someone spoke up last night and said, I would love to know how many of y'all completed all your shit in less than a year of sobriety. Like this girl hasn't even had time to catch her fucking breath yet, and y'all sitting here acting like she's supposed to done have everybody and their mama paid back and whatever.
First of all, it's not your problem that nobody can see change. Well, I would say it's a problem that somebody gets sober, stops doing their DOC, and you don't see no change. How is that? How can that be? How can people still question you on your sobriety when you're sober? That's a problem. So yes, it is a problem for you that nobody sees change. Absolutely. Because there's a big difference between me in addiction and me not in addiction. And I'm sure that goes for every recovering addict. There's things, right? I mean, you can only hide it so well, and you didn't hide it at all. And no, recovery doesn't have a time, but you have to actually be doing shit. Victoria, you have to actually be changing. You have to actually be doing stuff. You haven't even took accountability for the people that you owe money to. So who are you going to pay back if you haven't even admitted that you owe people money? You deflect from that. You gaslight. I can't understand somebody getting sober and not being honest. I don't understand it. And maybe that's because, and look, and let me know if you had like the same thing. When I came home, I couldn't stop my mouth from keeping all the shit in anymore. It was just toxins that I just needed to get out. And so I don't understand this whole deflecting and all this gaslighting. It just, I can't comprehend it. And it's frustrating. And then it's even more frustrating when you have somebody like Victoria that's sitting here like, well, I don't understand why nobody can see change. Girl, you don't have to pay everybody back within the first year if you ain't got it, but get in contact with those people. Set up a payment plan, even if it's a fucking $1 a month. That's at least trying. That's at least taking some accountability. That's something. And you can't even do that.
The last time I tried to donate, my iron level was at a 24. So that's not good.
Wait a second. Is she trying to say she's like this because she has low iron? Bitch, I have low iron. I've had low iron my whole fucking life. My sister has low iron. My mom has low iron. I don't know if it just runs in the family or what. We all have low iron. We don't never, ever just not out standing up, not out driving. That's not a thing. the most ridiculous shit.
And then a bunch of other stuff. So,
oh, a bunch of other stuff too.
Did you finally learn the difference between nodding out and exhaustion? Because you one time also posted a video saying that what's the difference? And how did people know for sure? You finally noticed the difference? Any retractions involved here? You know, just asking for a friend. So let's take a look at what Victoria was.
She's asking for me. She's asking for me. But that's probably a no, though, right?
God damn it, boy.
You can already tell. She has that I'm way too fucked up deep breath. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Been there.
Oh, it itches and I can't get it to fucking stop.
Oh, she
Bro.
She got some good stuff, huh?
Are you sick? Sick and tired of bullshit? I don't think I'm like, god damn it. Like my whole face is.
Hey, I have a question because I really don't know this. Was Victoria just doing pills or was she actually doing H? I'm just wondering because I used to get itchy when I would do like pills, but my when I would do H, I would get my whole head would start itching a lot. So that's why I'm asking. It's a different kind of itch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying.
Like, I don't know what's fucking going on, but it's driving me bananas, dude.
January last year, you were odding on live or the low iron, like you said. To tell you the God's honest truth, I don't remember, but quite possibly.
Victoria, that's not taking accountability. Just so you know. Just in case you thought it was, I just wanted to, let you know. How do people, why do you go on live? Why do you go on live if you are this messed up? Do you really think that people didn't notice that? Look at your face right now. That's not normal. Somebody's gonna know. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand why people go live. I don't understand if you're that messed up, why you would drive. If I was too messed up, I would not get into a car. And I most certainly would not get online. And I was using when all of this TikTok and everything was out. And it never crossed my mind to jump on here to build a channel off of begging. Like, that's fucking wild.
When somebody is overly tired, I've asked this several times, and the only thing is I get this generic
excuse,
answer
right,
of, there's a difference. Where's the difference? Like, seriously, I really want to know, because I didn't even know the phrase of nodding out until the last year on TikTok.
Oh my gosh.
If the young lady that was talking about the camera a second ago is still in here, this is the camera I was talking about.
Yeah, no, you don't do that when you're tired.
You were trying to help me.
You may do that when you're like in bed starting to fall asleep. This is not, I can never understand why addicts do that. Oh, I'm just tired. I don't understand it. I've never used that excuse because I just know. I know a lot of addicts do. I know a lot of addicts do, but I don't know.
see. I don't know. Anybody?
I got divorced and then sold my house. They tried to keep me up there, and I was like, I'm fucking living in a hotel. I had to live in a hotel for 6 months before they fucking sent me there.
You see the good old snap out of it, hope nobody noticed? We all know that. That's not tired. Not even close.
Doesn't show. You missed what chapter, baby? Oh, yep, that hurts too. Damn. Ow, bitch. Ooh, that fucking hurts. I'm done. Done. People are strange. People are fucking nuts. Your head down and pout like you were doing all the good girl shit in the world, huh?
Oh my gosh. You know who that just reminded me of? Lori. that part right there just reminded me of Lori. There was a couple parts right here that remind me, but that reminded me of Lori.
I'm trying.
Trying what? Because it ain't trying to keep your eyes open.
What? I know. The reason she said that though is because obviously a lot of people when they see that, you know, we're still having a hard time with making sure everything's done, they're like, you have 7 kids and you're getting a child tax credit for 7 kids. No, we're not.
What?
Only 3. 4.
Why would four. Okay. Why would it only be 4? That doesn't make sense. What was her excuse for this?
4. Sorry. Okay, that's it. Tax credit on 3 children.
Okay, back to 3 now. Even if you got a child tax credit on 3, I'm not sure how much your rent is or anything like that, but that should do pretty good to get a dent in any debt that you have, any bills that you may need to pay.
Knew that there was that many people out there that have no fucking life and would rather just sit here and stalk and downgrade and belittle another person or persons.
Girl, you sit on TikTok all day long. And you sit around talking about like Lisa and all the other and everybody else. So what exactly is the difference? Because the people that I see tell truths about you. Tell opinions about you. Nobody is no.
Extremely fucking grateful for those of you that have been here to love and support me and my family.
You sure do have a funny way of showing your gratitude, because all the people that helped and support you, who we have seen the text message between you two, you didn't seem very grateful. Not paying somebody back when you said you're going to, that doesn't seem very grateful neither. Well, I would think we have 2 different definitions of being grateful.
Just click on the link in my bio. You'll see all 11 times that I was arrested since December of 2021. I go over each charge and what I have been and have not been convicted of. Have fun.
I watched that video. I watched it, and every single time you went over a charge, you had some type of excuse. You downplayed what happened. I just heard you say that The police reports were wrong in one case. So that's not taking accountability. It's just not. Just own your shit. It's in the past, right, Victoria? It's in the past. Who cares? So just own it.
Quite literally, Ruby, if you don't understand, it would not fucking matter what I did. It would not fucking matter if I went around to every single person that says that I owe them something and say, well, I'm sorry, I'll start paying you back or whatever I can. That would still not make a difference, right?
No, I disagree. At least for me. If you did those things, it would 100% matter. That's the whole point. You're not doing any of those things. You don't even acknowledge it. You don't even acknowledge that these people borrowed you the money. They were all donations, right? Nobody got in contact with you. It absolutely would matter.
There are people that bitch because I don't have a job, but then call the job the moment they find out. Because their words, not mine. No one wants to work beside a thief and a scammer. How can I pay back anything if motherfuckers are over here trying to get me fired from every fucking job?
How did they know where you worked? How would anybody know where you worked if you don't tell them? What did you do? Go online and wear the shirt that you had? Had your badge on? Go live in your job?
In my sobriety, I trusted people I absolutely shouldn't have, sorry. But what in the fuck does any other people that have been in active addiction think that they are accomplishing by trying to drag me, except for what they have already clearly stated that they want to do? They want me to be isolated because it's easier to take down one than to take down people beside her and behind her. And they're not going to stop until I'm in the grave or in prison.
I don't think anybody has said that, and that's not my opinion. People in recovery can see when somebody is actually recovering, and you're being loud about being sober and in recovery while not holding yourself accountable, while lying, while doing all the things that you did in your addiction. That is the problem.
But I promise you, there ain't no AA group. There's no NA group. There's no counseling services, anything that has to do with addicts that would tell anybody in recovery to attack the fuck out of somebody that is especially less than a year. If I was sitting here like you 9 years out, by all means.
First of all, I don't think you know what anything is said in any type of groups or meetings or anything, because you aren't in recovery. You just took your DOC out. And that's my opinion, because that's how it looks to me, right? And nobody telling the truth about you is not attacking you. Telling you need to be accountable is not attacking you. You know all the things that people are saying is right. That's why you take it as an attack.
Like I do, and then they convince fucking hundreds of other people that I do. Like the fuck? And clearly it's not just that one person. It's multiple people that I don't even know who the fuck some of these people are. Never talked to them a goddamn day in my life.
That's the problem, is that people don't have to listen to other people. All they have to do is watch you. That's it. Because somewhere in those lives you will contradict yourself. Somewhere in those lives you'll say something and somebody will see the proof with their own eyes. You want to prove everybody wrong, Victoria? Do better. Be accountable. Stop fucking lying. That's how you get everybody back. That's how you prove yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry, I relapsed. With all the crap that was happening, I relapsed. Like, I don't know, maybe that's an okay thing. I don't know. Again, new to all this shit, but like, there's certain people that I've noticed blame that stuff, that right there, every time they get caught doing something shitty.
Bitch, what? Ain't that what you do? Ain't that what you do? And what do you mean that I relapse? That's when somebody admits to relapsing. Yeah, that is the right thing to do. It's taking accountability. It's being honest. Maybe that's why you don't understand it.
That's what they want, though. That's the reason that they do and say, oh, this is going to destroy you. Oh, this is just going to destroy you. Why would you want to destroy somebody in early recovery?
We just want you to be accountable. That's it. If you didn't want anybody to hold you accountable, then you shouldn't have got on this app and begged for years for people to support your addiction. If you didn't want this backlash, if you didn't want all the things, then you shouldn't bring it to the internet, and you shouldn't come on here and say how you're doing so good and you have this wonderful life and you're, a sobriety queen, and yet nothing has changed.
Anyway, with that being said, if I talk to you on a personal basis, and before you're going to be able to be allowed in certain rooms in the Discord, this sounds so fucking strange, hey baby. You have to sign an NDA. I don't know what's happening. I don't know. So many people think that they know something that they don't. And I don't want to risk talking to you like my friend, because I do 100% feel like a lot of y'all are my friend.
You know what's happening. Don't you think it's a problem that you have to ask people to do this? Because it's weird. I mean, it's the internet. It's TikTok. It's what are you doing that you need to hide a bunch of secrets? What are you doing that you can't be honest about? You don't see that as a problem?
I said something because that's kind of embarrassing. I didn't say an NDA was going to apply to my Discord. I said if I speak to you privately.
This is what I'm talking about. You just give it some time, you'll contradict yourself. You'll find some type of lie somewhere. Just so easily, huh?
I start recovering out loud, and I mean like from the fucking rooftop.
What? Okay. Isn't that what you think you're doing now?
Do a deep dive on me. I don't care. It's all over the internet. Like, what are you going to show that's not already shown?
I bet you regret that.
Spoiler alert. She cares.
Like, what are you going to show? Let's read it one more time for the people in the back. Claim amount $5,792.75. Judgment amount $8,024.50. Because the judgment amount covers fines and court.
Victoria, you're not embarrassed talking about Lisa or anybody else after you were just in the same situation a couple years ago? I don't know how you can get on this app and do this. You don't have no room to say anything about anybody. I think maybe you need to find different topics. You look like a silly bitch. I mean, let's just be honest.
Push me into a relapse. Like making that fucking lies that clearly you know.
There it is. There it is. Nobody can push you into that. You push yourself into that. That is an excuse that addicts use to use. That's not on anybody but you. I'm so tired of hearing that. I feel like I've heard that more in the last, 2 weeks than I have my whole life. These people, man.
No, I personally just want you to take accountability. All because I didn't do what she wanted me to do. Yeah.
No, Victoria, it's not what Villain wants you to do. It's what you have to do. I said this last time. Even if you're not doing this 12-step program, you always end up doing the steps because they are necessary in recovery. It just is what it is. That's just how it is. It's not on. She didn't write the book. She didn't invent recovery. She knows because she's been there, just like everybody else that is telling you. I think you need to sit down and Google 12 steps. Sit down and Google recovery. Sit down and Google, what can I do to recover? Go to a damn meeting, Victoria. I guarantee you, you walk into a meeting, accountability will come up. Being honest will come up.
Just trying her best to see what she can do to get me to relapse or to fail or to anything. And I'm sorry, that's how I see that.
That's not how you see it. That's not how you see it. That's just something for you to say to make it sound good, to make you look like a victim. That's what that is. See, the thing is, Victoria, is that an addict can't fool another addict. And that's where you're having a problem.
Action. Recovery, action word. Recovery, action word. Right?
Yes.
You have to do more. Do you?
Yes.
Do you? You have to do more. You have to do with more grit. Thinks you should, or you're not in recovery.
The sheer, just dumb. You do have to do more. You have to do something. You're not even doing something. Can you just do something? I mean, what do you think recovery is, Victoria? Because it's not what you're doing. It's not just one person telling you you have to do more, telling you you have to take accountability, telling you to be truthful. It's not just one person. It's a bunch of people, but for some reason, you only hear it from one. I mean, honestly, you only hear what you want to hear anyway.
On your record, but when you pull up a criminal background, that charge will not be there because you want to know why? You weren't officially charged with it. You were arrested for it, but not charged. If you're found not guilty. Anyway.
Fucking loud, smug, and wrong.
There is literally is no better way to end the video than with that, because she is so loud and wrong. Even on something that's a quick Google search. She hasn't really learned a lot. I mean, the most simple things, but Victoria, honestly, with everything out there, all the people telling you the same things, I think you're a right fighter. I think you just always want to be right. But that's just one more thing to show that you're not working a program properly. You might think you're working some type of program, but you can't really make up your own. It doesn't work like that. I know you would like it to, and because you don't like what you're hearing, you're not taking that advice, and you really need to. So this video got super long. There's gonna be so much editing. I feel like I say that every time, but hopefully I can get this down. My phone is ringing. Hopefully I can get this down to at least an hour. But yeah, I'm sure you guys are going to let me know all kinds of things in the comments, so I can't wait to read them. So I will see you there, guys. Bye.